So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see or read by the title and maybe the misleading thumbnail, I have actually bought my dream car at 24 years of age, which I'm very happy about, to say the least. If you're not already subscribed, please consider it. If you make it to the end of the video, I think you owe it to yourself to subscribe to me. I mainly make car videos, dabble in a bit of fitness, but you can see in my other videos I do POV videos as well, so that's sort of like the main thing that I do. As you can see, I'm filming with a GoPro. I won't ramble too long because I am very good at that, which is good for, you know, making a video long, but I will get right into it. I have bought my dream car at the age of 24. Bought it cash, which I wish I didn't because I wanted to get finance, but unfortunately, due to the nature of my job, I can't. The car is actually behind me. You can't see it just yet. You can probably see what colour it is, but again, I won't give it away too much. I've got the keys in my pocket. Again, if I show you, you're going to know straight away. And if you are a long-term subscriber, you're going to know anyway, either way, because I've talked about this car for so long. I've owned it for a week now, just over a week. The weather has been terrible, so I haven't even been able to really use all of the power, which it's got plenty of, by the way. Handles amazingly, and I'll go into more detail when you actually see the car. But before I actually show you the car, make sure you like the video and share it with all your friends, your family, and do me a favor and comment what you think the car is gonna be. A lot of you guys who watched the old 140 videos, which is now gone, unfortunately, but fortunately we've got a better car to replace that. So let me know what you think it is, and I will get to showing you that in about 20 seconds time, basically as soon as I turn around and show you outside there. I've covered the plates. Obviously you guys know my private plate from my Instagram, but due to the whole situation with going on right now in the UK with the UK mail service and, you know, everything, everyone wants more money, don't we all? But they're all going on strike, so I'm still waiting for my V5. The car is in my name, I'm just haven't got the logbook. I've got the retention plate form for my old plate, so if you're wondering why I've covered the plate up with duct tape, that's why, because I don't want people to know my original car plates. I'd rather you just know it as JPC31, which you've seen in the videos anyway. So without further ado, I'm going to show you my brand new, to me, dream car. Let's go. There she is. Hopefully the screen isn't too blurry. No, we're all good. Freshly cleaned today as well, because the roads are terrible at the minute. But if you can see right there, M2 competition in black, DCT. Hopefully it's not too windy and you can hear me. Absolutely love this car. I've had it for a week, like I said earlier. The thing's a beast, puts its power down so well, and yeah, I absolutely love it. Just look at it from that angle, it's perfect. You can't beat that. You can't beat an M2 front end. This car is actually quite well spec'd, which is one of the reasons why I've bought this one. I'll open it up. So the key, it's currently locked. The key's just in my pocket, and now it's unlocked. So that's the comfort access pack, which I found out the hard way when I was trying to just open my car, and then it just opened, or I was making sure it was locked, sorry, and then it just opened, and I was like, what? Because my 140 never had that. So M2 competition there. Sorry about the mess in here, it's been used for a week. I cleaned the outside, but I didn't get around to the inside. So like I said, it's the DCT version. I did look at getting a manual, however the manual was almost a full second slower to 60 than the DCT, and I'm all about getting bang for buck. So it's got the optional M stitching on the seats, which the person who had this car before me, I think his name was Sam as well, so shout out him, he spec'd that. I think that was something like 180 something quid extra. Then if we go in here, the cockpit is a very familiar place. You'll be seeing a lot more of this in POV videos. I do currently have an immobilizer on the car. I say currently, I have had it fitted. The OG duck is still there, he's gonna get put on there soon. So I can turn the ignition on, but I can't actually turn the car on. So what I'll do is, I'll go and fetch the immobilizer key, and I'll turn it on for you and let you hear the exhaust soon. But as you can see, it's got the bigger screen, which I think every M2 does, to be fair. Harman Kardon, proper M mirrors, the fun button, M1 button, M2 button, which M1 I've programmed to be fast with traction on, and then M2 is just for skids. It's got the limiter, the cruise control, which I never use, paddles. I had these paddles in my 140 as well. We've got carbon fibre door intake, handles. It's a nice suede finish. The blue stitching. I did actually want the red stitching on this, but unfortunately all of the red stitching they weren't really on black cars. They were more on the sunset orange cars, which is a bit of a shame, because I did like how they looked. But the blue stitching goes well with everything. Obviously blue is a main colour for BMW. It matches, I mean, I'm wearing blue as well. It matches the brake calipers as well. The brakes on this are amazing. Hopefully you can see me, I haven't put you in a stupid place. Yeah, there we go. So the brakes on this are unreal compared to the 140. Obviously the 140 was a bit of a boat anyway, but the brake calipers were the same size as this. However, these have the drilled discs, I think they are slightly bigger discs, but the calipers are the same size, sorry. Or I might be completely wrong and I'm just chatting waffle. But the sound system in this is the exact same as in the 140, which was great. That's one thing I did need. I know that the tweeters are the same if you have Harman Kardon or not, but I do listen to a lot of bassy songs, so the subwoofer was needed. The steering wheel feels nice. It's not too thick like I know the CS apparently is. It's got the M stitching again there. It's not Alcantara, which I would have liked. However, it does feel nice. There's no tears in it, which you should expect for a pretty much brand new car. We've got carbon fibre here, carbon fibre here. The seats I absolutely love. This lights up when you turn the car on, and I think it's linked to when the lights come on. I've got the icon lights as well. Got the adaptive button there, and one thing I've noticed, when you turn the wheel, I can't do it now because it's off, when you turn the wheel left, the lights go left. When you turn the wheel right, the lights go right as well, which I was like, when I first saw that, I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. One thing it doesn't have, which the 140 did, is the ability to dip the headlights how you want to. So you can have them, there was 2 or 3 settings on the 140 with like a little scroller down here next to where your dimness button is on your screen and stuff. That isn't available on this. However, when the adaptive lights are on, and I might show you this with a nighttime POV, let me know if you want to see that. When you do have them on and a car is coming, it will dip this headlight, so the headlight closest to the other car, and leave the other headlight up, so you can still see a lot at night without blinding anyone that's coming towards you. And if you do want to blind them, you still can, because you can just turn that off and full beam it, because these are extremely bright. It's like an X-ray when you flash someone, which I absolutely love, but I hate being on the receiving end, so if you annoy me, just best believe I'm going to blind you. Everything else is, like I say, exactly the same. You've got this button here in the middle which does nothing, because this is basically straight out the M3 and M4. However, on the M2 There's no adaptive suspension on the Competition. That's only for the CS. You've got your steering wheel heaviness. I have that on Sport Plus. I like it to feel rough, plus it's a bit of a workout. This is your efficient Sport and Sport Plus mode. Traction, MDM for once, and hold it for full traction off. That's your gear shifter, how aggressively you want it to be. So I always have it in the most aggressive setting, obviously. This car has never been driven without the paddle shifters. Mainly because I'm a bit scared that if I use the floor it feature, you know, like when you just boot it in an automatic and it drops like 4 gears. Apparently that's not good for the crank hubs, and the crank hub isn't great anyway in the S55s. I'll turn the car on in just a second. I'm gonna have to edit that, so that's a bit annoying, but it'll only take 2 seconds. I'm gonna turn the car on, let you hear it, and I'll let you come to a conclusion on whether you like it or not. Me personally, I love the sound of it. I thought I'd hate it, but in stock form, it sounds good. I think the only way you could mess this up is by straight piping it with 2 pipes that aren't equal length. If you have one straight mid pipe, just a bigger mid pipe that goes from both cats, because obviously it's a twin turbo engine, then it's basically like an equal length 2 mid pipes anyway, and it sounds like a 6-cylinder again instead of sounding like a raspy 3-cylinder, like straight piping a Peugeot or a Toyota. You know what I mean? It doesn't sound the best. It's got wireless charging. However, I've got an iPhone Pro Max and it don't fit, so I can't use it anyway. I do need to get Apple CarPlay sorted as well, so I can just actually use the car without having to use my phone. Brain went then. But yeah, in terms of driving it, I've driven it 500 miles in just over a week. I've only driven it in the weekends anyway, bar like just driving it to my girlfriend's house and, you know, showing all the family and stuff like that. This is a weekend car. I do have plans for it. I've just booked in for an exhaust, so even if you don't like the sound of it now, it doesn't matter, because you will in like a month's time, less than that. But yeah, I'll stop waffling. I'll go and get the immobilizer key and I'll turn it on and let you hear it from the outside, and then I'll do an outro. But while I go do that, make sure you drop a comment, let me know your thoughts. Did I make the right decision? I know I wasn't going to buy one this early, but you know, the way the world's going, you never know if you're going to make it. So I'll just quickly turn it off and then I'll turn you back on when I've got the immobilizer. Oh, not that, sorry. So I'm back. I've got the key with me now, just to show you how it works. Basically, the key's in my pocket. It's a keyless start, red stop start button, bit of a flex. So my foot is on the brake. I'll turn it on now and you can hear it. It's not ticking over. It should tick over, and now it says engine start not available. However, not to worry. All I have to do is pull out this little key that I've got, which I don't keep with the keys normally. So should anyone pinch my car or try to pinch my car and they take my keys, the car won't start anyway. So now the immobilizer is active and she starts. So I know I was meant to show you that, but I just wanted to show you that now. So I'll just pull outside and let you listen to it. Sound bad, but it's not very loud because it's a GPF car. So once it's done its cold start, I give it a few revs. It's in Sport Plus, so it should be a bit burbly, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So the cold start isn't too bad. Obviously we've got the 4 exhausts instead of the 2 like on the 140, which I do prefer because it seems more race car like than the other one. But yeah, I'm just absolutely in love with this car. I can't get over how good it sounds. So I'll just place it here and then I'll give it some revs, so hopefully you can hear it. Also, check the props. So yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's pretty meaty. It's not too raspy because obviously it's got all the filters. If I was to straight pipe this car, it would sound terrible because all S55 straight piped with 2 pipes sound just ridiculously raspy and horrible. But yeah, that's how it sounds. I'll show you how it sounds from in the cabin, because it does sound, it's got some fake exhaust note, or not fake, but real exhaust note pumped through the speakers. So yeah, it's a bit of a weapon, this car is, and I can't believe that I'm actually driving it as my weekend car. I could drive it daily, but the fuel is so bad compared to the 140. That just goes to show how good the B58 is. You can make some serious power and still drive it on the daily and get 30 mpg, 40 mpg on a motorway and 25 round town. This is bad. 18 I've been getting, 18 miles to the gallon. I haven't done a motorway run really, but I don't think I'll be touching 40. Probably get 30 at best on a motorway. Obviously I've got the 7-speed, so that 7th gear does help. However, the 140 had the 8-speed, which was superior on the motorway. You were doing like 1500 RPM at the speed limit, whereas this is chilling at 2, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're doing that for 2 or 3 hours on a motorway run, you're burning so much extra fuel just by those 500 extra RPMs. So yeah, but again, you don't buy this car because it's good on fuel. You buy it because it's fast, it handles like a weapon, it handles like a Fiesta ST, but it moves like a 140. So it's the best of both worlds, and it's got an LSD. I finally got an LSD. I've got essentially an M3 from 1990, but with all the modern M3 stuff on it. That's what the M2 competition is essentially. It's a small rear wheel drive, I was about to say hot hatch, definitely not, coupe, and it puts a smile on my face every time I drive it. It is dry right now, but I'm not going to drive it because I'm going to go to the gym, and people don't park very good at the gym, and I don't want a ding on my car. So might take it for a drive later, but I'll film another POV, or I'll film the first POV, its first drive, on YouTube for you very soon. When this video hits 1,500 views, I will post or film the POV that you guys might want to see. Obviously, if you don't click this video and it gets like 200 views, then you're gonna be waiting a while. But if it doesn't get that many views, I'll still post it, but it won't be till maybe the new year. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are happy for me, because I'm very happy. Also, electric seats, that's nice. So hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoy owning this car now. Lots of content to come with this. Like I say, exhaust is getting dealt with soon. POV video soon, and yeah, basically as soon as the weather dries up, I'll be taking this out a lot more, and I'll just be bringing the camera with me, the camera with me, so you guys essentially in my back pocket, and hopefully we get some fun out of this car. I mean, I'm planning on keeping it a long time. I've paid for the subscription to the tracker and everything for lifetime, so that just gives you an indication of how long I'm going to keep this car. Yeah, that's all I have to say basically. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, consider subscribing if you're already here. If you are still here, comment Sweet Shop, then I'll know that you've watched the whole video, or that you've at least skipped to the end because you're impatient. But either way, I'll know that you've seen this part of the video. Comment Sweet Shop, and then your actual comment if you want to say anything else, and I'll know. And drop me your Instagram names. If you comment Sweet Shop, comment your Instagram name after it and I'll follow you on there. Obviously, if you already follow me on Instagram, you'll know about this car, so it won't be a surprise. But for you that don't know, now you know. Get to know. And if you want to race, you'll lose. Unless you're in any faster car than this. But it's 410 horsepower. Again, I'm rambling. I'm trying to do an outro. Peace. Much love. Thanks for all the support. And I'll catch you very soon for POV.